Amalia. Today I'll be doing a review for Cinder by Marissa Meyer. So this is gonna be my first review ever on YouTube, so I'm kind of bad at this, I think. Please forgive me if I don't do this correctly because I don't really know how you're supposed to do it. But yeah, I'll be splitting this review into two sections. One is the non-spoiler sections and another one is for the spoiler section. In case some of you guys out there like me hate spoilers and I don't want to ruin it for you, so yeah. So Cinder is a retelling of Cinderella, which is set in a very futuristic kind of setting. So now we have this world which is in the post-World War IV kind of setting, set in New Beijing, which I guess is Beijing now, but in the future. And the country is called the Commonwealth, which I guess is probably China or Asia or something like that. And this world is just very advanced in technology, and they even have alliances with a different species that lives outside of Earth on the planet or moon called Luna. So it's really cool to read about a setting where everything is just so different to how it is now, and it's just something very new to discover, especially because in this society having your own personal android kind of thing is a norm, and I'm imagining that thing to be an R2-D2 kind of robot thing, which is so cool. And also in this world there is a plague going on which is very deadly and it's killing a lot of people, and as usual the only thing that the scientists couldn't do is find a cure for this plague. So in this story, it is about a girl named Cinder. She's actually a cyborg. I think a cyborg is sort of part human, part robot, I think. She's sort of like a computer as well, as in she has this detector in her retina where she can detect if somebody's lying and stuff, and then she can search things up on the net in an instant. So I feel she's sort of a computer person kind of thing. Her life intertwines suddenly with the Prince of the Commonwealth, whose name is Prince Kai. And Prince Kai is on the verge of becoming the emperor. Becoming an emperor means that there's a lot of political conflict going on, especially between him and the Queen of Planet Lunar, who is Queen Lavana. And so Queen Lavana wants Kai to marry her in order for them to keep this peaceful alliance between Earth and her planet. There's a lot of drama going on around there. So in this book we discover a lot about Cinder, discovering about her past, discovering about who she is, what she is and everything, and why she is special. And basically what I really liked about this book is the world building of it. I think I enjoyed more of the world building rather than the plot itself, but the plot isn't that bad. So yeah, I was really impressed with how Marissa Meyer could mash up a classic fairy tale with a very futuristic kind of setting. And another thing that I really liked about it is their very intense ending. The last quarter of the book was really good. I felt a lot of emotions going through that last quarter, but what I didn't like about it was the first 3 quarters lacking of emotion. I feel there weren't enough description of emotion going on around the first 3 quarters of the book. And it really bothered me as a person who loves books for the feels that it gives me, so I didn't get that many feels from this book only up until the last quarter. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about that more in the spoiler section later. In conclusion, this book is pretty great. I think that if you are into young adult, if you are into science fiction, a bit of fantasy, and if you're still into that whole dystopian genre, this is a book for you. I think you will genuinely enjoy it. I will definitely read the next book and all the other books in this series. It's definitely a unique series for this genre. So yeah, I think you should try it out as well. And I rated it 4.4 out of 5. I probably should have said that at the start. I'm so sorry. So that's it for the non-spoiler section. If you really are not the person who likes to be spoiled, which you should not be,
come back later after you finish the book so that you can hear what I think about it. Bye!
Alright, so the lack of emotion being described in the book. That is a whole big issue for me because I feel especially the part during when her sister Penny, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but her stepsister, the one who died. When she died, I feel Cinder didn't really display enough sadness for her sister because she claims that she loves her and everything, but she was sad for 5 seconds and then it was all back to she wasn't being sad or everything. And even her stepmother and her other stepsister didn't really seem that sad about her sister's ending, and it really bothered me because
you're supposed to feel sad when somebody dies.
So I myself wanted to feel sad for her stepsister, but I couldn't because nobody else was really being sad about it. And then the part when the emperor died, I feel like Kai as well was not showing enough sadness or emotion at all towards the death. Like he was sad for like 15 seconds and then he completely moved on and he didn't really think about it anymore. That really bothered me because it was described that they were both very close, but I couldn't see how close they were. I couldn't see this bond between this father and son, and that bothered me a lot. And then there was a part with Iko when the stepmother destroyed the parts of Iko's body and everything. And I feel like because Iko is pretty much Cinder's best friend, even though he's an android, I feel like Cinder didn't display any emotion at all towards her disfigurement. Even I was the one going all no when I found out that that happened to Iko. And all she did was like, she was just relieved that her personality chip was saved or something like that. I don't know if it's because she's a cyborg and she's like, she doesn't feel many things. And I know she doesn't cry and stuff, but there should have been more description, at least through thoughts or something like that. But other than that, what I did like was the ending, and the ending was just brilliant. I really love how intense it was, especially because the first 3/4 was not that fast-paced for me, but the ending was, whoa, it's like everything was just happening there. Okay, so it started off from the ball. From the ball itself, it was just so sad, especially because she had to wear the ball gown that was not even hers. And then it was raining. Her car like smashed into a tree or something, and then it was raining and she got like mud on her gown and everything. And when she entered the ball, they had to make like an announcement to everyone that she was a personal guest of the emperor. It was just so humiliating and she was so uncomfortable, and it was just a really awkward situation. I felt so sorry for Cinder, and I loved that I felt sorry for her. And then there was more humiliation when they had to dance and everybody was just like staring. And then when Queen Lavana confronted her for being a lunar, and when she desperately kissed Kai to make him not want to marry Queen Lavana and everything, it was just so sad. Also, that part when he found out that she was a cyborg, then he's like, I can't even look at you more than I can look at Lavana, and that was just so sad. Cinder, I felt so sorry for you. Oh my god, the ending when she was in the prison cell, and then we find out that she's actually Queen Celine. I knew it. I freaking knew it. They mentioned Princess Celine so many times, and they hinted that she was a really important character. So I kind of put some pieces together and guessed that she was gonna be Princess Celine. And although the romance between Kai and Cinder didn't really work out in the end, I'm kind of glad that it didn't, because it would have been too cliche. There is a chance that it could still be mended, especially if Kai finds out that Cinder is Princess Celine, somebody he's been trying to track down and marry instead of Queen Lavana. That ending was quite a cliffhanger. I mean, you can't feel peaceful reading that as an ending. You will want to pick out the next book. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I hope that you enjoyed my review for Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Do comment below if you have any opinions that you agree or disagree with. I hope this was like not that bad of a first review, because wow, I really don't know how to put my thoughts together, especially in a video. I can do it in like a blog post, but it's kind of hard in a video, honestly. So if you want my full review, because I'm pretty sure I missed out on a lot of things in this one, you can read it in my blog. I'll put the link down in the description box. And yeah, till the next video. Bye!